Hello friends, good morning to all of you. This is Dr. Kanak Saxena, Genetics and Plant Breeding Department. So, as we already decided, from today's we are going to discuss about the mating designs and today's topic is diallel analysis. In this we are going to include what is diallel analysis, how to estimate it, and types of diallel analysis includes complete and partial. Complete includes the full diallel analysis, half diallel analysis, and parents with reciprocal crosses, without reciprocal. So we are going to discuss all these things. Okay, and also how diallel analysis helps in the selection of suitable parents for use in the hybridization program, and as well as the choice of breeding processor for the genetic improvement. So we are going to discuss all these things. So let's get it started. So let's start from the term diallel. The term diallel first time given by the Schmidt in 1919. Okay, diallel means each inbred line can act as a male or female in a cross during the two-way crosses or reciprocal crosses. So, diallel cross refers to all possible crosses. The AN line means inbred line, and the analysis of such set of crosses is called diallel analysis. Okay, now the diallel mating design involves three type of materials: direct crosses, reciprocals, and parents. Suppose there is a set of cross involving these inbred lines 1 cross 2, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4. Now is another, this is 2 is cross with 1. In this cross, the result of these two crosses are different. Okay, in this one is act as a male and the another is act as a female. Okay, and in this is act as a male and this act as a female. So the result and the resultant that we got is different. Such type of crosses is called reciprocal crosses. Okay, now diallel cross has been extensively used in both self and cross pollinated species for the expression of the quantitative traits. Now let's talk about the types of diallel. There are two types of diallel cross: complete and partial. Complete includes the full and half diallel cross with reciprocals and without reciprocals. Okay, now let's talk about the complete diallel cross. It includes the excluding reciprocals and including reciprocals. The formula of complete diallel cross is n minus 1. It includes such crosses. N is the inbred line, number of inbred line. Now excluding reciprocal, the formula is n minus 1 y2. Okay, and including reciprocals, the formula is n minus 1. This is very important formulas asked in exams, so please write down and learn it. Now let's understand what is excluding reciprocal and what is including reciprocal. Suppose there is a set of 7 inbred line. Okay, now 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 inbred lines are there. Excluding reciprocals means 1 is crossed with 2, 1 is crossed with 3, 1 is with 4, 1 with 5, 1 with 6 and 1 with 7. Okay, and next the 2 is with 3, 2 is with 4, 2 is with 5 and 6 and so on. Okay, if 2 is crossed with 1, okay, we called it including reciprocals. So these are the excluding reciprocals. Suppose 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. 1 is crossed with all the 7 line, 2 is crossed with 1, then 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, we called it including reciprocals. Okay, so this is the difference between the excluding reciprocals and including reciprocals. So including reciprocals, the analysis is quite tedious and unmanageable, while basically excluding reciprocals analysis are usually done in during the trials. Now let's come to the analysis excluding reciprocal. Suppose there are n 7 inbred lines. Okay, so number the cross combinations n minus 1 by 2. Okay, this is the formula of excluding reciprocal diallel cross. So n is the 7 number of inbred line. 7 minus 1, that is 6 by 2, that is 21. So n is the number of inbred line or number of parents. Now if analysis include the reciprocals, then the number of cross combinations are n minus 1. N is number of parents or inbred line. These are the 7. 7 minus 1, 6. This is 42. Same. See, this is the reason why we are using excluding reciprocals. With the help only by using the 7 inbred line, with excluding reciprocals, we get 21 cross combinations, and with including, we get 42, almost double cross combinations. So the experiments become tedious and the calculations become so confusing, and lots of data has to be to analyze. So now let's come to the full diagonal mating design. In this design, all the possible mating among the selected parents are made in both the directions. It means direct crosses and reciprocal crosses. In full diagonal, each parent is used as a male and female for each mating. It includes same total number of single crosses p minus 1. Yeah, we already know in our previous slide n minus 1, right? This is the including reciprocal formula. There are two methods for evaluation of the full diagonal cross, with parents and without parents. So this is the full diagonal analysis with parents. It includes F1s, reciprocals and parents. Okay, it includes both way crosses, direct crosses and reciprocal crosses and parents. Okay, F1 means direct crosses, reciprocals and parents. Now let's see the total number of entries to be evaluated is equal to the p square. Yeah. Number of parents, if they in here number of parents are 5, so p square, that is 25. Okay. Now this is used when parents do not have self incompatibility or male sterility. The inclusion of parents permit the estimation of the heterosis. In this one, these 5 is act as a female, these 5 is act as a male. Now in this 1 is crossed with all these 5. Okay, 1 is crossed with the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. These are the F1 crosses or direct crosses. Same here, 2 is with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If 2 is crossed with the 1 and 3 is crossed with the 1, 4 is 1, 5 is 1, means it includes the reciprocals. So parents, direct crosses or F1 and reciprocals, these three all are included in full diagonal. Now there is another type of full diagonal without parents. In this diagonal analysis, without parents include all the single crosses p parents in both the directions. It means direct crosses and reciprocal crosses. Okay, and reciprocal crosses. Now total number of single crosses is equal to the p minus 1 number of parents. These are the formula of the including reciprocals. Now sometimes due to self incompatibility or male sterility, it prevents the inclusion of the parents, and that's why this is does not include the parents when the self incompatibility or male sterility is present. And this method full dialysis without the parents does not permit the estimation of heterosis. Okay. Now let's come to the half diagonal mating design. In this design, all the possible crosses among the selected parents are made in the one direction, only in the direct process. It means only direct crosses are involved, no reciprocals. Okay. In this design, each parent is used either as a male or female, while in reciprocal, each parent is used as a male and female parent. Okay. Now in this design, half diagonal, number of single process required is p minus 1. Here p is the number of parents used or number of inbred line. Okay, it can be evaluated in two ways, with the parents or without the parents, same as in the full diagonal mating design. Now let's talk about the evaluation of half diagonal with parents and without parents. So there are only two conditions are here. There is no reciprocals, so only direct crosses and parents are involved. In this, only F1 or direct crosses are involved. So this includes one-way cross and parents. So the total number of entries or inbred lines or parents to be evaluated is p plus 1 2. P is the number of parents involved. So when parents do not have self incompatibility or male sterility. Okay. Now half diallel without parents, the formula of is P minus 1 2. Here is the P plus 1 by 2. So this is the formula of estimating the half dial with parents and without parents. So come to the advantages of half dial mating design. Each parent has equal opportunity to meet and recombine with every parent. Same in the full dial analysis. It requires half mating obviously because there is no reciprocals are included. It requires less experimental area obviously because if reciprocals are included as in full dial, so the number of crosses or number of cross combinations are almost double. So in half diallel, these are the advantages over the full diallel analysis. The crosses involved in full diallel P minus 1 and in half diallel P minus 1 by 2. This is the important formula of full diallel analysis and half diallel analysis. Now let's talk about the partial diallel cross mating design. First time developed by the Camthorn in 1957, which was further elaborated by the Camthorn and Kerner in 1961. Okay. Now why we are using partial diallel crosses if we have complete diallel crosses or full diallel or half diallel? So in diallel cross analysis that involves so many cross combinations that become unmanageable. So to overcome the problem of large number of cross combinations and to manage such combinations, the concept of partial diallel arises. Okay, so that's why we also called it fractional diallel. Okay, partial diallel utilize only a part of all the possible crosses from a complete diallel crosses. It means each parent is crossed to some of the other parent, not all, as in the complete diallel crosses. So the total number of crosses is equal to the NSY2, where the number of sample crosses per parent per aura in a possible combinations for a given set. So n is the number of parents and s is the number of sample cross per parent or array. See, this is the complete crossing plan of full diallel, half diallel and partial diallel. This is full diallel, this is half diallel and this is the partial diallel. In this cross, parents, direct cross and reciprocal cross, all three type of crosses are involved. In half diallel, reciprocal crosses are absent. Only F1 and direct cross, parents and direct crosses are involved. And in partial diallel, NSY2 means इससे भी half. Only the number of parents, suppose 3 parents, there n is equals to 3, these 3, again these 3, only selected parents in partial diallel. Okay, the formula is P minus 1, in half diallel P minus 1 y2, and in partial diallel NSY2. Okay, so this is all about the full diallel, half diallel and partial diallel crossing plan. Now here there is some advantages or merits or demerits of full diallel analysis. The major advantage is it measures the maternal effect and it has equal chance of mating as male and female with each other parents. And same in the partial diallel crosses, but only the some part of crosses are involved in the complete crossing program. The major disadvantage of full diallel is double mating are required because it includes the reciprocal crosses. So the crosses in only one directions are as effective for the recondition of the gene as reciprocal crosses between two parents. So more experimental area required for the experiments. And sometimes it can test only a limited number of parents at a time because with the inclusion of more number of parents in diallel, the number of crosses increases and the handling of such crosses is unmanageable. So in such cases partial diallel cross is our priority, but the disadvantage of partial diallel cross is each parent does not have equal opportunity to mate and recombine as in the full diallel analysis. Other advantages of the diallel mating design, it gives information about the GCA variants, SCA variants and effects, and also the component of variants like heritability, genetic advance, etc. And the diallel analysis helps in the selection of suitable parents for the use in the hybridization program as well as the choice of breeding procedure for the genetic improvement of quantitative traits, whether it is governed by the additive gene action or non-additive gene action. GCA measures the additive gene action, SCA measures for the cross combinations, and governed for the and measures the non-additive gene action. Okay, so this is all about the diallel mating design. In our next video lecture, we are going to discuss some approaches of diallel analysis that includes the Hemans graphical approach and Griffin's numerical approach. So for today, this is all about the diallel mating design. Okay, thank you so much, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel, like, share, comment. Okay, thank you.